Greetings, fellow travelers and future chosen of the core. Welcome to the attribute phase. The info found in this phase will be of the following. You'll learn about the 6 attributes all creatures possess in Reborn in Power. You'll also learn how to use the point-buy system for attribute scores, how to use the rolling system for attribute scores, and calculating status scores with your attributes. First up are the 6 attributes in Reborn in Power. There are physical attributes: Fortitude, Strength, and Agility. Fortitude is how much one can endure physical pain. Strength is how strong one can become. And Agility is how quick one can react. Then there are the mystical attributes: Intellect, Will, and Charm. How smart one can be to absorb knowledge is Intellect. How driven one can be to face challenges is Will. And how social one can be to negotiate in interactions is Charm. Continuing with the 6 attributes, each attribute has a natural max of 12. This means when making your level 1 chosen, you cannot go over the max of 12. Note, if you make a chosen at a higher level, you may find ways to surpass this limitation. Attributes will add to all universal checks as a base added to the 1d12 you will roll for each universal. Note, universals will be covered in the exploration phase. How to use the point-buy system. Starting out, you will receive 72 attribute points, or AP. With those 72 AP, you will spend them using the point-buy chart found in the attribute phase. Note, I recommend using a calculator for this. Once the 72 AP are used up on all attributes, you can move on to the Alien Access. Continuing with the point-buy system, this is how the point-buy chart is laid out in the attribute phase. Attribute scores are on the left, cost of the score is on the right. If you want a specific attribute score of 1 through 12, you will have to spend the cost of it from the 72 AP you receive at the start. Do this for all 6 attribute scores. How to use point-buy optional. With point-buy, there is an optional rule to receive a negative score. Negative attribute score is on the left, AP received is on the right. Choosing to have a negative attribute score will give you additional AP on top of the 72 AP. Note, negative attributes count as 0 when calculating the statuses. On to how to use a rolling system. Starting out, pick up 3 6-sided die, d6. Roll all 3, then add the 2 highest scores together, and then subtract the lowest from that total. That will determine one of your attribute scores. Do this a total of 6 times so you may determine each of your 6 attributes for your chosen. Here is an example. Matt rolls 3d6 and gets a 2, a 4, and another 4. He must then add the 4s together, totaling to an 8. Then subtract the 2 he rolled from 8, making the total score a 6. Calculating status scores. There are 3 status scores all creatures possess: Health, Stamina, and Energy. Health only utilizes Fortitude attribute score. Stamina utilizes all physical attribute scores, and Energy utilizes all mystical attribute scores. Continuing with the status scores, each status score has a formula to help calculate using your attribute scores. Health is Fortitude plus level times your tier. Stamina is Physicals plus level times your tier. And Energy is Mysticals plus level times your tier. There are ways to increase each status score as you explore the rest of Chosen Creation. The last aspect of status scores is temporary status scores. This type of buff is only given when you or an ally has an access skill, feat, and or ability that specifies granting a temporary status bonus. Once the temporary bonus is either used up or the time limit specified is over, the remaining bonus disappears. Attribute phase recap. There are 6 attribute scores with a natural max of 12. There are 3 physicals and 3 mysticals. You can use point buy with 72 AP to spend to get your attribute scores, or use rolling with 3d6, adding the 2 highest rolls and subtracting the lowest from them. Attribute scores determine your status scores. Health is fortitude, stamina is physicals, and energy is mysticals. As we conclude with this episode of the Chosen Creation video series, I want to remind you all of the promotion going on at ArthadianAnthologies.com. When going to subscribe as a Chosen subscriber, you can enter the code CHOSEN50 at checkout for 50% off for 12 months. This gives you access to Chosen Creation and all exclusive codex entries that will expand Reborn in Power for you. This promotion will be going on until December 31st, 2022. So get subscribed as a Chosen before it's too late. Until next time, travelers, be safe, stay safe, and if death comes to you, may you be reborn in power.